Hey, what's up guys? It's Chloe here, back with another video. What do you guys think of the new intro? I thought it was pretty sweet. It was pretty sweet. Come on, you gotta admit it was pretty sweet. I like it. Anyways, in this video, I will be talking about Dawn of Justice. I know what you're thinking. You've already seen my Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice review, but this is not a review. This is actually an analyzation and a theory about Ezra Miller's role as the Flash in the film. So the whole movie blew me away. I just thought it was phenomenal, but there's been one point that I cannot get out of my head since I've seen it, and that is Ezra Miller as the Flash. Now, this is a spoiler alert because it gives away what role Flash plays in the film. It's not a huge role, but just in case you haven't seen it and don't want anything spoiled, spoiler alert. So, in the film, we see Bruce Wayne have a nightmare, and when he thinks he has woken up, he is greeted to Ezra Miller's Flash, running out of a portal and telling Bruce Wayne it's Lois Lane is the key. That means Lois Lane plays a significant role in the near future, and what I think is that Lois Lane was killed, and that's what turns Superman bad. Because in that dream sequence, we see a bunch of men with Superman emblems on their arm that are just and they're trying to stop the Batman. And then they have Batman chained up, Superman rips his mask off, and basically he just doesn't seem like he's a good guy anymore. And I assume that what this is actually the Injustice Gods Among Us storyline. Now, Injustice Gods Among Us is a video game that came out a few years ago, and basically what it is that the Joker tricks Superman into seeing Lois Lane as Doomsday. So he kills who he thinks is Doomsday, but is actually Lois Lane and her child that she's pregnant with. His kid. It was his kid. She was pregnant. Basically, he kills his own kid and his wife. So after realizing that the Joker has tricked him, he goes to him in prison and punches a hole right through his stomach. So, yeah, then after that, he is so depressed and deprived of everything. He doesn't have Lois, he doesn't have his kid that was going to happen. He's murdered somebody, the entire world sees him as someone else. So what does he do? He takes a turn to the dark side. He starts his own alliance and basically becomes the ruler of the world. And some superheroes take his side, some go against him, Batman goes against him. And that's pretty much what I think the Dawn of Justice universe is going to follow, because it seems like Lois Lane was killed, Superman turned bad, and then that's why he has all those guys, because those guys in the movie with the Superman emblems resemble the characters in the Injustice comic who work for Superman. So that's what I think that is. But then after that, Ezra Miller even says, "You were right about him. You've always been right about him." Bruce Wayne has always seen him as a threat and always thought he was evil. So that means in the future he does go evil, and Bruce Wayne was always right about him. So that's why Ezra Miller follows when he's getting sucked back into the portal. He says, "Fear him," meaning fear Superman, meaning don't take any precautions. He's a dangerous guy. Now, I know Superman dies at the end, but he's obviously gonna come back. So here's what I think. I think in Justice League Part 1, we're going to see Darkseid come down from space. He's going to fight Batman, Cyborg, Green Lantern. I don't even know if Green Lantern's going to be in Justice League Part 1. Wonder Woman, the Justice League minus Superman. That the last half an hour of the movie, Superman's going to come back from the dead, beat up Darkseid. Then, sometime in the movie, something's going to happen to Lois. She's going to die, and Superman's going to crack. He's just going to snap like that. He's going to become evil Superman. And in Justice League Part 2, we're going to see evil Superman. We're going to see that desert scene that we saw in Dawn of Justice, but with the backstory of why Superman's bad. And basically, I think that Superman's going to be the main antagonist in Justice League Part 2. That's just my theory. I could be totally wrong. Maybe the dream sequence was just a nightmare. We won't see anything of it. But I think that Ezra Miller coming and talking to Batman, telling him that Lois Lane's the key, you were right about him, fear him. I don't think they would have put that in if they didn't have intentions to make Superman a bad guy in the future. I'm not gonna put the footage of Ezra Miller running back in time through the portal. I could download it on YouTube and show you guys, but there's a possibility that I'll get flagged and the video will be deleted, and I just don't want to risk it. So if you want to find it, I could leave a link down in the description. Anyways, let me know what you guys think. Maybe you have another theory and I would love to hear it. Oh, by the way, a lot of people didn't get this. When Ezra Miller goes through that portal, he's actually running through time. Like, the Flash is so fast that he can run and break the time barrier and go back in time. If you want to know more about that, pick up the Flashpoint Paradox. It's an amazing comic, and it explains that he runs back in time and his actions have consequences because of it. I'll probably make a video about it another day. Anyways, let me know what you guys think. If you maybe have a different theory, maybe you think the same thing, maybe you could help shed some light on the situation. You could always DM me on my Instagram, RichCaleb, or just, I don't know, comment down below. Anyways, until next time.